Hey guys, this is going to be the chocolate book tag, which I was not tagged to do but decided to do anyway. First question is dark chocolate, a book that covers a dark topic, and I actually changed this answer like 5 seconds ago. I was fluctuating through a lot of different books when I was thinking about this, but this one didn't even occur to me, and it's definitely should be my answer. It's The Book Thief by Marcus Cusack. I love this book. I know a lot of people love this book. And the thing is, like, I typically forget about it unless I'm reminded of it, which is terrible because it's such a good book. But this is about World War II and a little girl who is taken to live with foster parents, and she keeps stealing the books that they're supposed to be burning. The family hides a Jew in their basement to keep him from getting taken to a concentration camp. And so all of that, like, backdrop of war and the Holocaust and book burning obviously plays a big role in this, and all of that sort of thing, and that is obviously very dark, and this is a really good book. Second question is white chocolate, your favorite lighthearted or humorous read? I'm gonna go with a manga for this, and that is Ouran High School Host Club by Bisco Hattori. This is another one of those things. This is one of my favorite it is my favorite manga. It's the only manga I've actually read, to be fair, but I have plans to read others. I just haven't managed to get through Ouran yet because I haven't bought all the volumes. But anyway, I got into Ouran when I was the anime first when I was a sophomore in high school, and I love it. I love it so much. But because it's manga, I don't think to talk about it in book videos or anything like that much. But I love it. I love the manga, I love the anime, I love all of it, and it's very lighthearted and humorous. Like, I cannot even begin to tell you how much I love this series. Milk Chocolate, a book that has a lot of hype that you're dying to read. I'm going to say Saint Anything by Sarah Dessen, but it's dusty now because it's been sitting on the shelf. I actually got this book when she was touring for it, and yes, I still have the post-it note from her signing my name in here because I haven't bothered to take it out, but I got it signed and everything. I haven't read it yet. And it is definitely like the book on my TBR that I'm most excited to read, but I'm trying to read them like kind of in the order that I got them because I don't want to like have the older books laying around forever, so I haven't gotten to this one yet, but I've heard such great things about this and about this being like her best book ever and everything, so I'm really excited to finally get to it. The next question is chocolate with a caramel center. Name a book that made you feel all gooey in the middle while you were reading it. There are a lot of books I can choose for this. Like, obviously my all-time favorite books kind of make me feel like that, even if they're like sadder books, then like just my like feelings for them sometimes make me feel that way. But I went with another Sarah Dessen book. I went with this Lullaby by Sarah Dessen. If you can't tell, she's one of my favorite authors. She was actually the first young adult author that I got into in middle school, so I think that that's a large reason why like she's like her books are special to me in that way. And this is my favorite of her books, and I also got it signed when I met her, so that is awesome. But I just love this book, and it's my favorite of her books. And her books aren't like entirely like awesome, good, warm things. Sometimes they have like more serious topics. This one kind of does, but I also think it's slightly less serious than some of the others. Like, this one, primarily the main character is like dealing with kind of commitment issues, and that's like the main sort of conflict, whereas in some of the other Sarah Dessen books, like you have one where, the first one I ever read, where the main character is dealing with her sister's eating disorder. There's one where the like romantic lead is being abused by his dad, and there's one where the boyfriend's abusive and things like that. So there are darker Sarah Dessen books, and I think overall this is one of the lighter ones, and it's also my favorite, and I love it. This question is wafer free Kit Kat. Name a book that surprised you lately. I don't have anything to hold up because I read this on my Kindle, but it's Everything by Nicola Yoon. This doesn't come out until September 1st, but I got a review copy through NetGalley, and This question said lately, and that was kind of hard because I was going through my Goodreads and the books I've read recently, and I haven't really read anything that surprised me. Everything didn't like blow me away, surprise me, but the reason I'm choosing it for this is because it's the best fit, and I thought going into that I would really like it. I saw some other people talking about it and they seemed to like it. I haven't really seen anything bad about it so far. I think I've seen like one negative review, so I had pretty like positive things, but I didn't really know what it was about. And all I knew was that it was about the main character had skids, which I thought was intriguing and everything like that. And then the reason why I'm choosing it for this though is that about halfway through the book I kind of started thinking about how it was going to end and wasn't quite sure how it was going to end. You know, like typically with most books you have like some idea of the ending, even if you're not entirely sure how it's going to get there. I wasn't really sure how it was going to end, and I came up with like kind of an idea in my head, because you know that's what I do, like as I'm reading I kind of like speculate about the end and make up my own endings in the head as I go, like what I think might happen. And I kind of did that and I thought of something, and then I was like, but there's no way that that's actually what the author is going to do. There's no way that's actually how the book's going to go. And then the book did kind of go that way. Not, it wasn't exactly what was in my head, but it did end in the place that I had kind of been thinking, but I didn't think that she was actually going to do. And so in this weird way, even though I had thought about that possible ending, it surprised me because I didn't think the author was actually going to do that. I kind of talked about that in my review, but I don't want to go into details and get like spoilery, but just that. So it was this weird sort of being surprised by the fact that I was right, then actually, like, I don't, it was weird. But that's why I'm choosing that, because I haven't read anything recently other than that that's really surprised me. Snickers, a book that you're going nuts about. And okay, this answer, I'm going to say City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare, which is the 6th and last book in the Mortal Instruments series. This book came out more than a year ago, which does not feel like it should be possible. Like when it came out in May, and back in May, like this May, the 1-year anniversary of it coming out, I was just like, it totally took me by surprise. I saw people talking about it, about how it's been 1 year since City of Heavenly Fire, and I was like, wait, there's no way. And I seriously had to go back and check because I didn't believe it, and I still can't really believe that it's been a year, like more than a year and like what, 3 months or something since this came out. It does not feel like that should be possible. And like the reason I'm choosing it for this, obviously the book like you're obsessed about. Typically, you know, like I get really into series and I get really into the last book, like, because it's the end and everything, and it leaves kind of like a lasting, hopefully, impression. I was already obsessed with the series before this book came out, obviously, but I like first became a Mortal Instruments fan in the year leading up to this book coming out, and finished the other 5 books in the series several months before the last book came out. But I just can't believe how obsessed I still am over this book when it's been out for more than a year. That's why it surprises me so much that it's been more than a year, because I still regularly like pick up this book just to open it and read parts of it because I love them so much. And I mean, occasionally I do that with my other favorite books, like I want to read a scene suddenly, so I pick it up and find it. But I do it a lot for this book still, and I can't believe it's been more than a year. Like, I'm still like really obsessing over this book after a year, and I just can't believe it's been that long. Hot chocolate with cream and marshmallows. What book would you turn to for a comfort read? Is anyone going to be surprised when I say this? I'm going to say Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. I'm lumping the entire series in with this, and it also gives me a chance to show off my British edition again because I'm still so happy about this book. It's so pretty. But yeah, Harry Potter. Always Harry Potter. There's no other thing I can choose for this. Like, occasionally I do choose other books for like comfort reads or whatnot, or if I don't feel like reading, I watch something. Or on, that I talked about before being a huge thing, the anime that I watch like when I'm upset or whatever. But if I'm gonna pick up a book and read it, it's probably going to be Harry Potter, and nothing makes me happier than Harry Potter, basically. Last question, box of chocolates. What series have you read that you feel had a wide variety and a little something for everyone? Really wanted to pick something that I hadn't said yet for this question. But the thing is, like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something that has like a wide variety and I can't really come up with a good answer. Like, I've read lots of series. I'm currently in the middle of a lot of series, but I'm not sure how many of them I would consider series that have something for everyone regardless. Like, you have, I thought about the Hunger Games, but it's dystopian. I know plenty of people don't like dystopian, and if they don't like dystopian, they're probably not gonna like the Hunger Games, although I know there are exceptions to that. But just, like, I couldn't come up with anything really good, and, like, Harry Potter is the default answer for this, because I know so many people who don't like fantasy but love Harry Potter, and just, like, Harry Potter does have everything. I mean, there's 7 books, and a lot of stuff happens in those 7 books. My other, like, thought was the Mortal Instruments, but I didn't want to choose it because I know plenty of people don't like the Mortal Instruments. So, Harry Potter, I feel, is the best answer to this that I can come up with. So I'm just gonna go with Harry Potter again. That's all of the questions. So if you want to do this tag, feel free and let me know in the comments, because I would love to check it out or answer any of the questions in the comments if you want or whatever. And I will see you guys later. Bye.